I'm Martha Serpas. I'm here as a reader in the Emerson College Reading Series. My first book, Code Blanche, was published by New Issues in 2002, and my second book, The Dirty Side of the Storm, was published by Norton in 2007. I've also had poems appear in periodicals, The New Yorker, The Nation, Southwest Review, and in a few anthologies, The Art of the Sonnet, and American Religious Poems. Code Blanche is the name of the settlement where I was born and grew up. The book is really poems about characters there and the landscape, which has been very important to me. I can scarcely understand anything, whether it's a theological concept or a psychological concept, except through metaphors of this landscape. And then in The Dirty Side of the Storm, I picked up on something that I started in Code Blanche, a theme that I didn't see yet when I finished the book, and that is coastal erosion and the disappearance of my home.
The dirty side of the storm. Death just misses you. Its well-defined eye and taut rotation land on someone else. No need to study the sky for signs or watch the cows, not with satellite loops, infrared imagery, reconnaissance flights, shrinking the orange cones of uncertainty. If it makes you feel better, go ahead and push pins through a brittle chart. Your coordinates square neatly east of the worst wind shear, lightning strikes and bursts of air. All convection steers clear of your splattered doorframe. The Red Cross mobilizes elsewhere. Take a good look at those oak roots from a calm doorstep and wait. The sadness is a surge carrying all its debris back to you, a flood that shoves clods of ants and snakes through your walls and then sits in your house for days and days. This is the dirty side of the storm. Would that death had blown straight through.
The land is the fastest disappearing landmass in the world. Depending on whose numbers you follow, the land is disappearing at a football field every day, a football field every 45 minutes, 16 to 50 square miles a year. So it's unlikely that my hometown will still be in existence 50 years from now, if there are significant enough hurricanes, 100 years at most after that. Veins in the Gulf grew out of, first, a trip that my friend Elizabeth Kaufman, who was teaching in the communication department at the University of Tampa when I was there teaching in English, a trip that she talked me into, taking undergraduate students to Louisiana, both documentary students and creative writing students, to see what was going on in terms of the culture being affected by coastal erosion. And we had a wonderful time because I'm seeing my home through students from Rhode Island, students from New York, students from Florida, some of whom had never been west of the Mississippi. So the footage that those students shot and the work of my students inspired Elizabeth to continue to work on this project, and I've been part of it ever since. Poetry is a musical composition, as far as I'm concerned, and is really only an event at its highest aesthetic form when it's read. I don't mean performed in some sort of dramatic way, but when it's read with respect for the music that's inherent in the words that are on the page. I don't feel like a poet unless I'm reading poems to an audience. Then I feel sort of complete. Until then, it feels like an anxious warm-up to that moment.